to the No Panic Zone. I'm Steve Gruber. I'm America's Voice. Good to have you here as we head toward Thanksgiving this week. Here's 3 big things you need to know right now. Number 1, what is the truth behind the brutal murders of 4 college kids in Moscow, Idaho? The police expanding the search for answers led them to a brutally killed dog. Something's not right here. Number 2, Mexican drug cartels attack a police station. It turned into a shooting war. Seems the police finally fought back. It got ugly. We'll tell you about that. And number 3, the mainstream news outlets are once again dancing on the grave of Donald Trump's political aspirations. And once again, I warned them that they've done that before, and on many occasions came up short. Ask President Hillary Clinton. But one network takes being reckless about all kinds of stories to an all-new low. And the only target they ever have, of course, is Republicans and conservatives. They routinely ignore the problems with Hunter Biden. They ignore the truth. They ignore Hunter Biden's dirty money swirling around everyone in the Biden family, including the president himself. They ignore the open border, cheerlead the cost of everything by saying it's not that bad, and frankly trash talk anyone on the right while giving a pass to lunatics like Bernie Sanders and AOC on the left. When it comes to reckless comments, MSNBC has a corner on the market most days. But this one is for the ages when it comes to the tragic shooting at the gay nightclub in Colorado Springs a few days ago. This is Frank Figluzzi saying without ambiguity that free speech should be criminalized when it comes to guns. Free speech should be criminalized when it comes to guns on MSNBC. Listen to this.
If he's a consumer of the people we just rattled off, from Lauren Boebert to Tucker Carlson, let's get it out. Let's get it out at trial. Let's expose it for what it is, name it and shame it. He's a consumer of these people, and those people should face civil consequences from the victims.
Nobody knows what he's a consumer of. We don't know much about the suspect yet. Frank, of course, jumping to wild conclusions. He used to be on this program. Until he found that he couldn't just buffalo me with BS, he stopped coming back. We still invite Frank. He's a coward. He won't come on this program anymore. MSNBC, by the way, openly opposed to free speech and attacking Elon Musk openly for allowing people to put up their own ideas online, and the network is calling for advertisers to boycott them for free thinking. Listen.
I am not entirely certain that if I were a brand name advertiser trying to reach families or children or regular people, this is where I would take my stuff. But I'm not sure that's what Elon is up to now. I think he's trying to get as many users as possible really upset on his platform. Get them to see the car crash, get them to crowd around us, and then see what he can do with that from there on out. And again, I just want to stress to people, this is a website, just a website. It's optional. You don't have to go there. There's other places to get news. There's other places to talk about, in my world, the NBA or something. You don't have to go here. There are other places that are about to pop up. If I were you, I'd just wait it out. I have to go there, but you guys don't have to.
Well, if somebody's crying that loudly and telling you how awful it is, it's probably a place we should be checking out. The new Twitter with Elon Musk. I mean, come on. This guy needs a box of tissues, and some for the people in his office as well. Oh, it's so awful. Elon Musk is allowing people to actually say what they mean what they say, and not apologize. Yeah, it's true. And they're not part of the woke crowd. They might say crazy things like, I think marriage is a man and a woman. Might say crazy things that you don't agree with it. I don't think abortion should be allowed all the way until the moment of birth. I think our southern borders should be closed. I think Joe Biden's incompetent. Crazy things being said on Twitter these days. MSNBC really is the squad of cheerleaders for everything anti-American. Here's another example of a TV bobblehead clown who's making millions and millions of dollars annually, complaining about those making billions of dollars while advocating for socialism. This is a guy making millions of dollars in the free market system through meritocracy. He got his job because he was better than somebody else. At least that would be the assumption. He fit the bill for what MSNBC wanted, and he sits there and belly aches because billionaires make too much money while he makes more than 99.9% of all the people in the country today. He complains about those that make a bit more. It is galling. Listen.
I think something we often forget as Americans is that billionaires exist as a class of people who have that much money at our collective pleasure, right? It is a policy choice to allow some people to accumulate that much money, hundreds of billions of dollars in the case of people in the United States, before everybody has the chance to live with dignity, right? Other countries make that choice very differently. We have chosen historically to heavily prioritize having billionaires over having dignity for all people.
Do you think that the Uyghurs in China, do you think they're living with dignity today? What nations make this choice of people living in dignity? Are the people living in the slums of Delhi in India, are they living in dignity today? What about in the poor areas of the big cities of Brazil? They're all socialists now. Are they living with dignity? Or Venezuela? How about Cuba? Dignity. Not a word that comes to mind. But this imbecile who does his hair like a cartoon character sits there and lectures us about how we should basically be taking money away from billionaires. Well, you don't need all this. You've earned too much. John Galt would slap him, as he should. I mean, come on. We're letting MSNBC set the narrative for the socialist agenda. They just never stop. They don't get it. The socialist agenda is being rejected. And it will continue to be rejected in this country because it doesn't work. Taking money from billionaires. Billionaires like Elon Musk, who's he specifically attacking, by the way, who has given us the number one electric car company in the world, SpaceX, which will deliver astronauts to the moon, who's now taken over a free speech platform. And that's really the complaint here. The rub here is that Elon Musk allowed Donald Trump to have his account unfrozen, reestablished, reinitiated, started. Here comes Donald Trump. That's what they worry about. Plus a whole lot of other folks. Project Veritas got their account reinstated, and so many more. Free speech is frightening, you see, to the left. It is. Because if it wasn't, what are they talking about? Well, these words are violence. No, words are not violence. Violence is violence. Words are words. Words are not violence. But when you're that obtuse, you have difficulty figuring it out. So I thought I'd share today, just illuminate a bit about how ridiculous these people are, how dishonest the mainstream media is, in case you had forgotten. I know many of you haven't been there in a while. Don't worry. If anything, it's only gotten worse. It's only gotten worse. Now you know, you see something to talk about with those left-of-center idiots at the Thanksgiving table. Sorry if I've caused trouble ahead of time. Tell Cousin Eddie I didn't mean anything by it. I'll be back.